In international business, there are two types of operating companies. There are B2B and there is B2C as well. The difference between these two is who the final consumer is. They mean business to consumer and business to business. So a company can sell its products to another business that is B2B, a juridical entity, or it can sell its products to an individual like you and me, and we call him a consumer. That is B2C. The first B comes from the business, the seller. So in both cases, companies must engage consumers and build profitable relationships with them. The main important idea in marketing is that a company, so a business, in order to make profit, should identify a need, a want, a demand, or a problem that its buyer has. It doesn't matter if the buyer is an individual, a consumer, or if the buyer is another business. The company should identify the problem that it can solve with its product or with its service. So in other words, the companies come up with a product or with a service that solves a need, a want, a demand, or a problem for its buyers. Although all individuals are different, so the consumers, marketeers have discovered that we go through the same process when we want to buy something. And they called it the buying decision process, and I've created a separated video about it, and you can watch it by clicking on the info card right here or find it in the description below. Just like the regular consumers, when businesses buy something, so the companies buying from other companies, they also go through the same process. It is separated from the consumer one, but it is the same for all businesses, and in this video we talk about it. It's obvious that marketeers want to sell more and more in order to increase the profit of a company. So in order to do that, what they want to understand is how we react to what they call marketing stimuli. So it doesn't matter if we talk about consumers or if we talk about companies, marketeers want to understand our triggers and how we react when those triggers are pushed, so they can be able to create the best marketing strategies that would make us buy their product. In this video, we talk about the most important influences on the business buying behavior. If you would like to watch a video about the most important influences on the consumer buying behavior, I've created a separated video for that you can watch in the info card right here, or find the video in the links down in the description below. Thinking about the buying decision process of companies, most of you would think that the economic factor would play the most important role. Marketeers as well would say that the buyer would go for either the company that offers the lowest price or either the best product. However, in reality, there are more factors that influence the buying decision of a company, not just the economic ones. Although they are not literally people or humans, the juridical entities, the companies, also react to emotions, they also react to interpersonal factors, to environmental factors, to organizational factors, and this is what we talk about. This model shows various groups that influence the business buyers. These are environmental, organizational, interpersonal, and individual. Most of the buyers are mainly influenced by the factors in the current and expected economic environment, but we need to remember that is only one of the factors. Right now we will look individually at each category of factors, providing definition in context, because if it was to look at each factor individually within each category, we would look at a subjective type of a company in a subjective scenario. There are several environmental factors that marketeers need to look at. There are the economy, the suppliers, the technology, the politics and regulation, competition, culture, and customers. If you'd like to learn more about each individual factor, about the environmental one, the political, the cultural one, well, learn that they are actually the macro environmental forces that influence the marketing of a company and the company itself. And I've created a separated video on this topic, and you can watch that video in the info card right here, or also in the description down below. Organizational factors are important for any company. Each organization has its own objectives, strategies, structure, systems, and procedures, and it is also important that the business marketeers understand these factors. The questions that may arise on this regard are: how many people are involved in the buying decision? Who are they? What are their evaluative criteria? What are the company's policies and limits on its buyers? One thing to mention: if you are a student or you are looking to enrich your vocabulary with all these marketing terms, you don't need to take notes of it. In the links down in the description below, I've created a separated file that acts like a dictionary for all these marketing terms, and you can download it, so have it, don't need to write down any notes of the definitions. Most of the times the buying center includes participants who influence each other, therefore the existence of interpersonal factors. It is usually hard to assess group dynamics and participants that may influence the buying decision because of the control they have over the rewards or punishments. Factors like the special expertise they have or the special relationships with other participants they may have should be taken into account, as they often count heavily, and interpersonal factors are often very subtle. The individual factors are affected by personal characteristics such as age, income, education, professional identification, personality, and attitudes towards risk. Each participant in the business buying decision process brings personal motives, perceptions, and preferences. And another important factor is the buying style. While some people may be technical and may have in-depth analysis of competitive proposals before choosing a supplier, others are intuitive and listen to their very own instinct. This was everything for this video about the factors that influence the buying decision behavior of a company. Remember that businesses act similar as individual consumers, and although they go through separated processes of buying when they buy something, those processes are the same for their category. So if you would like to learn about the factors that influence the consumer buying behavior, I've created a separated video that you can watch right here in the info card, or find it in the links down in the description below. One more thing before you go watch another video of mine: if you're an entrepreneur, a manager, or you own your very first business and you're watching these videos to learn about marketing and public relations, to build your business plan for the company, or to build your marketing or communication strategy, you want to check the links down in the description. I've created a professional academic manual that goes step by step through all the information you need to know in order to be able to create a personalized marketing strategy, a personalized communication strategy, that it is a whole business plan for your company. You will also find a notebook that once you complete after you've read the manual, it is your very first business plan personalized for any type of company you may own. So therefore you want to check the links down in the description. If this video helped you, you can thank me by buying me a coffee. There is a link in the description for that. I run on a lot of coffee to create these videos, to research the information, to film the videos, to edit and post it on YouTube so you guys can watch it for free. And you may also become a member for my channel. Now you can join and support my channel. There is a button below the video that you may want to check. And also there is the classical thank me button, that is a like, a subscribe, or a comment. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. You know how YouTube is nowadays. And this was everything for this video. I'll see you at the next one.